you've watered, fed, and cared for your tomato plants all summer. But as August rolls around, the vines start looking tired. Production slows, and you're left wondering, is this the end of tomato season? The good news, it doesn't have to be. With the right techniques, you can stretch your harvest well into fall, even in cooler regions of the U.S. In this video, I'll show you how to extend your tomato season, boost ripening, and keep plants producing longer. Stick around because a few simple changes now can mean weeks of extra juicy tomatoes on your plate. Tools and materials you'll need. Before diving into techniques, here's what helps: pruning shears for removing leaves and suckers. Garden gloves, protect your hands during pruning. Tomato cages or stakes, support stressed plants. Mulch, straw, or shredded leaves for soil health. Fertilizer, phosphorus and potassium-rich blends. Shade cloth to manage late summer heat stress. Bucket or watering can for deep, consistent watering. Why extending the harvest matters. By late summer, tomato plants naturally slow down. High heat, diseases, and nutrient depletion all contribute to decline. But gardeners across the U.S., from Texas to Michigan, use smart strategies to push the season further. Extending harvest means maximizing your investment in plants and care. Avoiding food waste by ripening fruits that would otherwise stay green. Enjoying fresh, homegrown tomatoes even when supermarkets switch to bland greenhouse ones. Step by step. How to extend the tomato harvest. Step 1. Pinch off new flowers. By August, new flowers are unlikely to mature into ripe tomatoes before frost. Pinching them off redirects energy to ripening existing fruits instead of wasting it on blooms. Tip: focus especially on the top growth. Plants love to keep flowering, but it's better to concentrate on finishing what's already started. Step 2. Remove small green fruits. Tiny marble-sized tomatoes won't have time to ripen in September. Removing them allows larger green fruits to develop fully. Mini trick: don't waste them. Pick green tomatoes for chutneys, fried green tomato recipes, or pickling. Step 3. Top your plants. Pinch off the growing tips, top 6 to 8 inches. This practice, called topping or pinching out, stops vertical growth and channels energy into ripening. Step 4. Improve airflow and sunlight. Prune lower leaves touching the soil and thin out dense foliage. Better airflow reduces fungal risk, late blight, leaf spots, and ensures sunlight reaches fruit clusters for quicker ripening. Tip: always prune on a dry morning with sanitized tools to prevent disease spread. Step 5. Adjust fertilization. In late summer, reduce nitrogen-heavy feeds. Instead, apply phosphorus and potassium to encourage fruit maturity and plant resilience. Bone meal, wood ash, or bloom-boosting fertilizers work best. Step 6. Optimize watering. Consistency is key. Deep water 2 to 3 times weekly in the morning. Avoid overwatering, which dilutes flavor and increases risk of cracked fruits. Extra: add mulch to regulate soil moisture and protect roots during hot days and cool nights. Step 7. Manage heat and cold stress. In hot southern states, use shade cloth to protect ripening fruits from sunscald. In cooler northern areas, use row covers or cloches in September to guard against early frost. Step 8. Ripen off the vine. If frost is predicted, harvest mature green tomatoes and let them ripen indoors in paper bags with apples or bananas. Ethylene gas speeds ripening. Boosting ripening with pruning and stress techniques. One overlooked trick for late-season tomatoes is controlled stress. Slightly stressing the plant encourages it to speed up ripening. For example, cutting back extra foliage around clusters lets more sunlight reach fruits and increases warmth for faster coloring. Another method is gently reducing water in early September without letting the soil go bone dry. This signals the plant to focus on finishing existing fruits rather than pushing new growth. Some gardeners even make a small cut at the base of the stem or slightly lift roots to limit water uptake, though this should be done carefully. Combined with pruning and nutrient balance, these methods create the right conditions for tomatoes to ripen fully before the first frost. Additional strategies. Fighting late-season diseases. Tomatoes in August are prone to fungal infections. Remove yellowing leaves quickly, avoid overhead watering, and apply neem oil or baking soda sprays as preventative measures. Choosing the right varieties. For future seasons, consider planting both early and late varieties. Early types ensure harvest by July, while late or indeterminate types can be pushed until October with care. Succession planting for tomatoes. In warm regions like Florida, Texas, or Southern California, planting a second round of tomatoes in midsummer can give you a fresh wave of fruits in fall. Harvesting techniques. Pick tomatoes as soon as they show color. Leaving them too long on the vine invites pests and diseases. Ripening indoors ensures steady production and less loss. Extra tips for success. Keep a tomato journal. Track when you prune, feed, and harvest to improve year after year. Support plants heavily. Late-season vines are weaker. Good staking prevents breakage. Use Epsom salt spray. A mild magnesium boost, 1 tablespoon in a gallon of water, helps with late fruiting. Don't panic over cracks. Late-season tomatoes often crack. Just harvest them early to avoid rot. Mini Tools Spotlight, the soaker hose. If you want consistent watering without daily work, a soaker hose is your best friend. Laid at the base of tomato plants, it keeps soil moist without wetting leaves. That means healthier plants and fewer fungal problems. Creative uses for end-of-season tomatoes. Green tomato relish or fried green tomatoes for unripe ones. Roasted tomato sauce for ripe ones freezes well for winter. Sun-dried tomatoes made in a dehydrator or oven at low temps. Planning ahead. While extending your harvest this year, think about crop rotation for next. Avoid planting tomatoes in the same soil to reduce disease risk. Try rotating with beans, lettuce, or carrots. Extending your tomato harvest isn't about forcing plants to keep producing forever. It's about helping them finish strong. By pinching flowers, topping vines, adjusting feeding, and protecting from stress, you can enjoy weeks of extra homegrown tomatoes. So, don't let your season end early. With these tips, you'll savor every last bite of your garden's bounty.